All right, so again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. No, my discussion for today is all about pricing and profitability analysis. So, ano bang ibig sabihin, no, ng pricing? By the way, we'll discuss lang more about the pricing, no, the pricing analysis, the pricing strategies, no, for today. Anyway, so number one, no, my discussion is all about number one, discuss first about the basic pricing strategies, no, and to calculate the markup on cost and target cost. And we'll also discuss about the ROI pricing, the time and the material pricing, the competitive bidding and pricing, and discuss also the impact, no, of the legal system and the ethics on pricing. So we'll discuss first the first four lang, no, for today. Then in my other videos or video, we'll discuss about the profitability analysis. Okay? So my discussion is all about 1 to 4 lang, no, about the pricing analysis. Okay. So what is the basic principles of this pricing analysis, no? So what is the very basic? Ano bang ibig sabihin, no, when you say about the pricing strategies, no? So ang sabi ni Henry Ford, a business that does not make a profit for the buyer of a commodity as well as for the seller is not a good business. That's why buyer and seller must both be wealthier in some other way as a result of a transaction. Else, the balance is broken. Ibig sabihin, there would be a parang buyer and seller relationship, no? Give and take, diba? Para parehas tayo happy. Okay? And that would be part of the basic pricing concepts. That's why, as part of the best pricing concepts, no, and the factors other than price that influence demand. So there would be factors, no, other than the price, no. So ano yung mga factors natin? Number one, you have consumer income. Eh di ba class, pag lumalaki naman yung income natin, no, may meron tayong affordability, no, in terms of yun nga, bibili tayo kung ano-ano, no. Kung mababa yung sweldo mo, wala kang affordability for it, no? Then also we have quality of goods offered for sale. Then we have availability of substitutes and demand also for complementary goods, whether or not the good is a necessity or a luxury, no? And that would be part of the best pricing concepts, no? And of course, number two is yung walang kamatayang economics, no? So what is the price elasticity of demand, no? Elasticity and inelasticity of the demand, no? So pag sinasabi class na price elasticity of demand, it measured as the percentage change in the quantity divided by the percentage change in price. Alright, so ibig sabihin, as price of this elasticity, maapektuhan if there would be an increase or decrease in your price. So ano mangyayari? Pag tumaas ba yung presyo, kaya ko bang bilhin, no, yan, or hindi? Or I cannot afford it. So that's part also of the pricing concepts, no? If the demand is relatively elastic, the small percent change in the price will lead to a greater percent change in the quantity demanded. Yeah. And the opposite is true for inelastic demand. Yes. Okay. So that's the concept of elasticity. Okay? Okay. So that's why class, no? So with this, very important. Uh, this one is some of the basic pricing concepts or the market structure, and we have our price. So of course, yung ating market structure and the price, like perfect competition, we have monopolistic competition, we have the oligopoly, and also we have the monopoly. Okay. So, ano ba yon? No? So, as part of this, no, as a perfect competition, of course, main buyers or sellers, and no one of which is large enough to influence the market. Eh, di ba class, usually, sa palengke, no? Yan yung ating mga sample as a perfect competition. So, napakadami. Okay? And also, we have the monopolistic competition. Has both the characteristics of the monopoly, and also we have the monopolistic competition. Yan. So that's also one, no? So ibig sabihin nasa gitna siya, no, ng monopoly and perfect competition. So ano yung monopoly? Barriers to entry are so high and that there's only one firm of the market. So ano yun, 'di ba? Meralco, isa lang, no? And we have oligopoly, only few suppliers. Alright, so yan yung mga part, no, of the basic concepts. Okay. Alright. So with this, as part of the basic principle concept, if you notice, okay, so structures and type, we have perfect competition, we have monopolistic competition, we have oligopoly, we have monopoly. So number of the firm in industry, you have many in the perfect competition, barriers to entry is very low, barrier, uniqueness of the product, of course not unique kasi lahat kayo mayroon. And we have expenses related to structure and type. There's no special expenses. In terms naman of the monopolistic competition, number of the firm in industry many, barriers to entry is very low. Uniqueness to the product is some unique in the features of it, and expenses related to the structures of the type. So ano yung mga sample natin? We have advertising, we have coupons, we have costs, and also cost of differentiation, no? We have our oligopoly. So number of firm in the industry few, barriers to entry is very high. Okay? Uniqueness of a product is fairly unique. Okay? And then also we have expenses to the structure type, no? And that would be the first cost of differentiation, no? Advertising and notary. Okay. So that's your oligopoly. Of course, konti lang. While monopoly, isa lang. So one, barriers to entry is very high. Uniqueness of product is very unique. And expenses related to the structure type, legal and lobbying expenditure. So that's basically part of the basic pricing concepts, no? Sa alam niyo na yan, no? Yung mga basic natin, no? So in relation to the pricing or to the prices. Okay. And with this, you have also here some examples, no, of the cost and the pricing policies. So there are two approaches of pricing. You have the cost-based pricing, or the prices are established using cost plus markup. And also we have the target pricing, or prices are influenced by the market conditions. So yung cost-based natin, uh, of course you have the cost plus or the cost plus pricing. And we have the target pricing naman is the prices are influenced to the market. Okay, sige. We go one by one. So what do you mean of the cost plus pricing method? And with this, the cost plus pricing method is the simple pricing method, no, where the company determines the selling price of a product by adding a markup or profit margin to its total cost. That's why the formula is that selling price is equals to your cost plus your markup. Or with this, in terms of the markup, cost or selling price is equals to cost per unit. That would be your cost plus your cost per unit to be multiplied by markup, wherein the cost per unit is your direct materials, your direct labor, and overhead, including also your fixed, lahat po, no? Divided by your units produced. While in the markup naman, ano yung formula natin? Desired profit margin based on cost. Okay? So I have sample later, no, about how to compute for this, the cost plus pricing method or the markup. Okay. For example, in your cost per unit is 1,000 and your desired markup is 30%. So how do we compute for the selling price? So 1,000 plus 1,000 times 30%, Meaning to say 1,000 times 300, the price is at 1,300. So the selling price per unit or the selling price per unit for this is at 1,300. Okay? So the selling price per unit ay 1,300. So meaning to say, another type also of this cost and the pricing is all about markup. Okay? So ano yung markup again? Markup is a percentage applied to the base cost. It includes desired profit and any cost not included in the base cost. So that's why markup on cost of goods sold is you have your selling and admin expense plus operating income divided by cost of goods sold. Eh di ba class, yung selling and admin expenses is your gross profit. Yeah? If you have your operating income, you add all your expenses, di ba pag pataas tayo, there would be a gross profit. That's why the gross profit divided by your cost of goods sold. Okay? So again, the formula for the markup on cost of goods sold ay selling and admin expenses plus operating income divided by your cost of goods sold. Okay. And you have your markup on DM. So you have direct labor plus overhead plus selling and admin expenses uh, plus operating income divided by your direct materials. So, ito naman. Ito yung ating direct materials markup ha. Computation. Okay. Next one. Next one naman is all about return on investment pricing method or the ROI pricing method. So what is the formula or what is the ROI method no, in the pricing strategies? So the ROI method, pricing method sets the product price, yes, to the company's earnings, particularly for the return on investment or the ROI. So we will discuss more about the ROI in the responsibility accounting. So in the ROI, in addition to the covering cost, it ensures that the price generates the target return on your capital invested. That's why the formula class for this is that cost plus your investment to be multiplied by the ROI percentage divided by your units. Okay? That's the formula. Again, the price or selling price is the cost plus investment to be multiplied by the ROI percentage divided by your units. Okay. So I have sample here class formula, no? Sample computation. For example, your cost per unit is at 800, investment is at 1,000 or 1 million. Your desired ROI or return on investment is 20%. Expected sales is at 10,000 units. So, what is the formula or what is the computation of the ROI? ROI, 1 million to be multiplied by 20%. So, you have 200,000 divided by 10,000. The ROI per unit is at 20 pesos. ROI pa lang yan. Eh, meron ka tayong cost na 800. So, price mo ay 800 plus the ROI. And that's why your price is at 820. It is how you will be able to price or to have your cost or the pricing model. Okay? Next one. It is about target costing. So, target costing is set the cost of a product or service based on the price that customers are willing to pay. So, it involves also more upfront work than cost-based pricing. And if the cost plus pricing turns out to be higher than what customers will accept, additional work or lost opportunity will result. And that would be part of the target costing, no? Yan, upfront work than cost-based pricing. Okay. So, ano yung computation slash for example? Or what is the formula in computing for it? Target cost is equals to target price minus your desired profit. Tandaan to ha? Target cost is equals to target price minus your target profit. That's why class, the sample computations are target price is equals to 1,000. Target profit or desired profit is at 200. And we have target cost. Since if you have target price of 1,000 and desired profit of 200, magkano yung target cost natin? 800. Okay? Yan. And also, we have time and material pricing. So, ano naman yung time and material pricing? Useful in service industries like consulting, like repairs, and construction. Yung ating mga contractor. Ito ay ginagamit nila, no? Anyway, formula. So, labor, hours times your labor rate plus your material cost plus markup. Okay. So, for sample, your labor is 10 hours times 200 per hour. So, you have 2,000. Okay? Then, we have the materials of 1,000 plus your 25% markup. So, you have 1,250. And also, we have our price is equals to 2,000 plus 1,250. Since you have labor of 2,000 and materials of 1,250, how do we set the price? Just add the two, and you have the 3,250. Yan. Okay. So that's how you will set ng ating mga contractor. Okay. Ng DPWH. Okay. Then also we have our competitive bidding pricing. So ano naman yung mga competitive bidding pricing? The price is determined by a market competition rather than only your costs. And if the firm estimate costs and set it in a minimum bid to remain profitable. So ano yung mga sample niyan, no? Sample computation. So if you have estimated cost of you have 900, okay? Then your desired profit is 100 unit also. Okay? If you notice, class, 900 plus 100, baka yung bid price? You have 1,000. Okay? Therefore, competitors bid range, if the bid range is 950 to 1,050, if you notice, class, ibig sabihin, 1,000 is competitive. Okay? So, you have 1,000 is competitive. No? So, with this, very important class, no? Alam mo yung competitive pricing natin. Okay? Yan. And we have also here, class, other pricing. Okay, so what are the other pricing? Okay, so you have the penetration pricing. Okay, then also we have price skimming, and also your products is too high. Alright, so penetration pricing, the pricing of the new product at a low initial price to build market share quickly. Eh di ba pag sinasabing penetration, market penetration is more on giving more marketing strategies, more marketing, more promotion. Yes. Okay? Not like predatory pricing, it destroys your competition. Mamaya we will discuss the predatory. Ito naman, i-offer low, no, at a lower price. Pero wag naman yung predatory pricing. And we have also what you call price skimming. Higher price is set and is charged when the product or service is first introduced. Yeah. And the last one is the price gauging occurs when the firm with the market power price product is too high. Napakataas naman, no, ng ating um ano price, no? Okay? When the firm market power price products is too high. I have sample here, class, no? about the penetration. Sample computations, for example, is cost per unit is 500. Then we have penetration price of 600. Low to gain market share. Okay? So profit margin last just minus the 2. So you have 600 and 500. So you have profit margin of 100. Alright. You have also here profit skimming. A higher price is charged when a product or service is first introduced. Okay? So higher price is charged when the product or service is first introduced. So I have sample computations. So cost per unit is 500. Skimming price mo ay 1 2. So just add the 2. So as part of the, sorry, minus pala. 1 2 minus, of course minus. Price minus per unit. 1 2 minus 500. And that's why your profit margin ay worth 700. Okay? Your profit margin is worth 700. So profit margin is worth 700. Okay. Next one. So ito yung sabi ko sa inyo, no, na lahat-lahat sila pare-parehas ang presyo. Ikaw bilang baba, ikaw lang ang pinakamababa. Illegal ba yan? Ha? Okay. Or ethical? Of course, unethical, no? The basic principles behind pricing regulation is that competition is good, yes, and should be encouraged. Okay, but because of this, there would be predatory pricing. Okay, so what do you mean of predatory pricing? The practice of setting prices below cost for the purpose of injuring your competitors or eliminating competition. Okay, so with this, part of this, okay, part of this, no, of is the predatory. Very important class, no, that in terms of this predatory, no, parang pandarayan na rin to, diba? So predatory pricing on the international market is called dumping. Yes, it is known as your dumping. Okay. So legal system, no? So in the US there would be price discrimination. So what do you mean of price discrimination? It refers to the charging of the prices, of charging of the different prices to different customers for essentially the same product. Okay? So Robinson-Spatman Act, okay, of 1936, anong sinabi? It allows discrimination under certain circumstances. Okay? So, very important class that, yun nga, if it allows discrimination under certain circumstances. If the competitive situation demands it, or if the cost can justify the lower price. So, yan lang yung problema natin, no? As part of this price discrimination. Okay. To summarize everything about this, so you have your cost and pricing policies. So method is, kanina, based on the example So method is the cost plus pricing, and the basis of pricing is at cost plus markup. Ang ating sample kanina is you have 1,300, di ba? Okay? Then also we have ROI, basis of pricing. Okay? Uh, you have cost plus the ROI unit, and you have the 820. You have also your strategic penetration, no, or skimming. So ang ating basis for this is about the market strategy. So example ay 600 to 1,200. Then also we have target costing. So ano naman yung target costing is the price per unit, no? So you have example is you have 800, and we have also uh, time and material pricing also, okay? Labor and materials, yan. So that's also part of this, okay? Then also labor and materials and the competitive bidding, you have your market competition. Okay. So you have your market competitions. Okay. So ito yung mga sample natin. I have here sample, no problem. For example, Joey's recording studio rents studio time to musician in a 2-hour block. Each session includes the use of studio facilities, the digital recording of the performance, and also the professional music producer or mixer. Anticipated annual volume is at 1,000 sessions. And uh, the company has invested the 2,000. Okay? So you have your 2,000 or 2 million, sorry, in the studio and expects a return on investment. Okay? So you have return on investment, all right, ROI of 16.5%. Okay? And the budgeted costs for the coming year are as follows. Okay? So you have per session, direct materials, tapes, CDs, etc. You have $60. You have direct labor of $400. You have the variable overhead $50. You have also here the fixed overhead of 850. And then variable selling, you have $40, and you have the fixed and admin expenses also. No, also you have 800,000. So, the requirement here is to compute for number one, magkano ba ang total cost natin? Magkano yung desired ROI? The markup of the percentage of it, and also the target price. Magkano ba ang ating pricing? So, yeah, and that would be class the requirement for this. Okay. So, paano yun? Sige, I have sample here with computations na. So, again, total cost per season, for session, sorry, direct materials, di ba? Given yung direct materials mo na 60, yes. Then, you have 400 direct labor. Then, you have variable overhead of 50. Walang problema yan. Cost per unit yan. But the fixed overhead can be computed as 850,000 pesos. Just divide it by the annual volume of 1,000. So you have an 850. Why 1,000? Because the 1,000 here is uh, your volume, di ba? Yes. All right. And also with this, as part also of this, is very important is also the variable selling, no? Kasama din dapat yan of 40. Kasi total cost, ha? Hindi sinabing product cost. Okay. Then also, we have our fixed selling and admin expenses. So, you have 800 plus 1,000. So, you have 800. Okay. So, we have 2,200 as your total cost per season. Okay. Letter boy, desired ROI. Ano nga yung formula, class? Diba? We compute first for the ROI. Ibig sabihin, given yung ROI, no? Okay? ROI daw is 16.5. Just multiply it by the 2,000 investment. Okay? So, 2 million times 16.5, and you add 1,000. 1,000 is your uh, 1,000 is your price, di ba? Particularly for the ROI for this. Okay? So you have, sorry, not plus, divided by units. So 16.5 times 2 million divided by 1 million. 1,000. 1,000 here is your volume. Okay, yan. Okay? So magkano class yung ROI natin? ROI desired is 330. Okay? And also we have the markup percentage on total cost per session. Since your desired ROI is 330, kanina, just divide mo lang sa cost kanina na 2,200. Ibig sabihin, your markup percentage is at 15%. Okay? And the last one is target price. Since you have 22 as your cost, just multiply it by the percentage of 15% and you add pa 22, okay, as your cost. Magkano yung target price natin? 2,530. So that's the end of my discussion, particularly for the cost and the pricing policy. So hopefully you learned from this, and if you have question, don't hesitate to comment and to comment and to follow, no, my YouTube channel. Bye bye.